Ray, big victory for you with the black pieces, +1 right now. How do you feel after this game?
I feel pretty good. I mean, it was a very complicated game, and I didn't have that much time, so I was a little bit worried. But yeah, somehow in the end of the game, things went very well for me.
It felt like he surprised you with his opening choice. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I mean, he played this 3 bishop f4, which is a funny move. I think Magnus played it against Wesley once, maybe,
Yep.
and he was kind of basically the first person to do it. And it was funny. I think the European Club Cup finished a few days ago, and yeah, a few days ago I saw one of the games White played bishop f4. I think maybe White even won or got a good position, and I was thinking, oh, I should probably just look at this, and then I completely forgot about it. Of course, I never expected him to play it against me today. So I couldn't, yeah. I mean, I knew d5 is
Try to
something.
take advantage
Yeah.
of the bishop on f4.
Takes, knight takes, bishop g3, c5. So this was actually the game. That's probably why I recognized it. But yeah, after e4 and knight d2, I had to make a decision. Obviously, I could take the pawn, but yeah, I was a bit worried. I mean, he's just going to play knight f3, bishop d3, e5, and have this extra pawn. But
Yeah, something like this.
yeah.
You decided to get a
yeah.
similar position, but without the pawn on d4. How did you come to that conclusion?
I just wanted to be as safe as possible, but I knew I might be objectively worse here. I really wasn't sure. I think this...
I think just slightly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this plan of a5 was very nice. And I want to basically, I just always keep my bishop on c5. Now he can't kick it with b4. And I'm always offering the pawn. He can always take it if he wants, but I'll just exchange light squared bishops and also bring this c6
So
knight.
if he takes,
Yeah.
takes. You go bishop a6 here.
Let's say knight f, yeah, bishop a6, for example. Yeah, bishop a6. I'll exchange these bishops and put the other knight in f5. And I'm down a pawn, but my knights are great, supported by this e6 pawn, and I should just be able to put pressure on the b pawn, and I felt I'm not in too much danger in these types of positions, so I thought this was a good practical...
And the assessment agrees
Yeah.
more or less with you, yeah? That seems to be the case. Definitely compensation.
But he probably should have tried to take the pawn in some version, because I think what he did, I must be completely fine at least.
Yep.
Yeah, some weird moves, rook e1, and then knight h4. Couldn't predict these moves, but actually knight h4 was interesting.
It felt like he was trying to find a way towards your king, right?
Yeah, I think also he just wanted to complicate things as much as possible, make me burn time and then just flag me. So, so I felt like knight takes g3 was probably correct here. Otherwise, I was afraid he would get an attack. Bishop e7. Here, queen h5 was surprising. I thought he was just going to play more positionally, just reroute the knight to d4 probably. And I thought this was playable.
What was the plan after this? b5 or?
Yeah, maybe b5, knight d4. If I play b4, he plays a4. So I thought this would be, playable for him. Queen h5 was much more aggressive, but somehow I didn't really see what he was actually going to do, because even if he brings a knight to g5, it takes a few moves, and I just play h6 and he goes back. So I liked b5, bring my rook, that was completely offsides, into the game, and I felt kind of safe on the position, just I was worried about the time, obviously. So
The clock.
yeah, I think he was just going completely all out, trying to put pressure on me, because he gave this pawn, and he went for f5 very quickly. And yeah,
Did you feel he missed knight to c3, or was it already too late at that point?
I don't think he missed it. I think he probably, if he missed something, it might have been bishop takes f6 next move, which I think was a good move. And I think, yeah, this probably just refutes this whole plan.
Yeah, I think if not for bishop to f6, you're actually losing. So
But instead of knight c3, originally I was thought g6 would be safe, and then takes, let's say h takes, queen h6. Like if he gets a rook to the h file, I'll just get mated, but it's kind of hard for him to get there. So at first I thought, oh, I can still play knight c3, but then I realized his threat's actually knight e6, and I probably just lose. Yeah. So then I started calculating knight c3. It looked very dangerous after f6, but then I realized bishop f6 might actually just be working. So I spent some time, but it seemed like everything just worked, so I had to go for it. And here, yeah, I mean, he could have played ef and fg. I was probably going to play rook d8. I don't know if that was the best, but yeah, he really didn't have any attack here. And if he plays something like, let's just say knight c6, rook takes d1, knight e7 check first. King takes g7, and let's say queen takes d1. I mean, I have many things I can do, but one idea that's always nice is I have this queen a7 check, king h2, rook takes a g2 check, and a lot of lines.
Very nice. Yeah, yeah. And
So,
this is actually a checkmate.
yeah, so he went for the other way, but unfortunately he's always tied down to g2, so he can't bring his knight into the attack, and so it should just not be enough. Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you don't blunder like Yasser did with queen a7.
We're not mentioning any names, by the way.
We're not mentioning any names, of course. King to h8, and after that it was smooth sailing for you. Ray, congratulations. +1 right now. How do you feel about your chances to potentially take it all home?
I mean, I think we're still not even halfway through the tournament, so
That's true.
yeah, I mean, I had a kind of difficult pairings at the start. I played most of the top guys, so just kind of got through with a bunch of draws. And yeah, I mean, obviously I'll take my chances, look for some wins, but everyone's super strong. I'm just going to try to keep doing what I've been doing. I think I'm playing at a pretty good level, so yeah, I'm happy with how I'm doing so far.
Guys,
Congratulations, Ray. Just a really
Congratulations.
nice victory there, hanging in and refuting the attack. Difficult, but well done, Ray. Your first win and 5 draws. Rest day was very useful for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I was wondering how it was it difficult to play this position with not so much time on your clock? I mean, it was still sharp and you had to check all these variations. How did you do it? Were you calm or you were nervous at this moment?
I definitely wasn't calm. I mean, I was, I think I was on the video, you could probably see I'm like jumping around a lot. But no, I think at a certain moment in the game, I started to speed up a lot. And when things, yeah, got extremely direct at the end, yeah, it wasn't actually a big problem because I think the calculations were pretty straightforward and they all seemed to be working out for me. So yeah, I had to spend some time on bishop takes f6, but after that, I think the position kind of played itself pretty much. So yeah, after that, it was pretty calm.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, really great job.
No, seriously, very well done. I mean, that's also really mark of a champion too, keeping your nerves in those moments when you are